So, you're thinking about becoming a sleep consultant. Maybe it's a recent idea, or maybe you've been circling around it for a while. You love the idea of helping families. You're drawn to the topic of sleep. You've felt the ache of sleep deprivation yourself, or walked with friends through it, and now you're ready to turn that empathy and curiosity into a career. But it's overwhelming. Where do you start? What kind of training do you need? Is this even something you can do? I get it. It can feel like there's a mountain to climb. But I've been in this world for over 20 years now as a nurse, lactation consultant, author, researcher, and co-founder of the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program. And I can tell you that yes, it is absolutely possible. And yes, there's space for you. Families need you. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 powerful, no fluff moves that will help you move from dreaming about becoming a sleep coach to actually doing it. We'll demystify your options, clarify what really matters, and help you take action with confidence. And if you're new here, I'm Lindsay. I've helped thousands of families transform their nights, and I've supported hundreds of sleep professionals to build thriving, fulfilling careers with Emma through the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program. If you're passionate about helping families without compromising your values, you're in the right place. Ready to take the first step? Let's dive in. Before you even think about enrolling in a course or buying a domain name, take a moment to ask yourself, what kind of sleep coach do you want to be? Because here's the truth. Not all sleep coaches work the same way. In fact, there are multiple paradigms in the sleep world, and they differ massively in values, tools, and outcomes. Let's look at the 3 broad approaches. Mainstream sleep training is typically based in behaviorist principles. The goal here is usually to eliminate night waking or independent sleep difficulties by reducing or removing behaviors that are seen as problems, like feeding to sleep, rocking or contact naps. Techniques might include controlled crying, cry it out, or various methods of distancing the parent to encourage the child to settle alone. These approaches often focus on independent sleep, early bedtimes, removing what's known as sleep associations. In some programs, that might even mean encouraging parents not to respond to infant crying. For some families, this approach feels too rigid or doesn't align with their instincts. It might not align with yours either. Gentle sleep consulting is sometimes a softened version of the mainstream model. It usually includes parental presence and reassurance, such as pick up, put down, or the gradual retreat method. These strategies tend to be more responsive, but they still often center on removing associations like feeding, rocking, or sleeping in contact with a parent. Holistic sleep coaching, that's what we teach, starts with the premise that sleep is a normal biological function, that every child and family is different. Instead of removing behaviours, we explore the full picture. That means looking at the child's developmental stage, feeding patterns, regulation, relationships, play, health, emotional climate, sensory world, and more. We use our knowledge of co-regulation, attachment, and neurodevelopment to understand what might be getting in the way of sleep, and then gently support families in practical, respectful, sustainable ways that actually make sense for them. There's no one-size-fits-all plan, and no need to ignore a baby's cries or override a parent's instinct. That's the difference. So, what kind of approach resonates with you? What kind of support would you want if you were the parent? What fits with your values, your energy, and the kind of impact you want to have? Getting clear on this at the start is crucial, because once you've figured out what's important to you, you can make every other decision with confidence. This isn't necessarily just a side hustle or a passion project. Sleep coaching, when done well, can be a professional, life-changing career path. You're not just helping people get more rest, you're helping families reclaim joy, improve their relationships, and feel like themselves again. But beyond impact, let's talk about what this means for you. Sleep coaching is a career that can be as big or as flexible as you want it to be. Some people weave it into their existing work as a lactation consultant, health visitor, doula, therapist, or childcare professional. For them, It's a powerful additional skill set that enhances what they already do and allows for private work on the side. Others choose to begin part-time, a few hours a week around children or another job, gradually building as their confidence and client base grows. And then there are those who want this to become their full-time career, their main source of income, and the core of their working identity. All of these options are valid. All of them are possible. What matters is deciding what you want this career to look like. Do you want to support a handful of clients a month in a way that fits around nap times and school runs? Or are you dreaming of running your own responsive sleep business full-time, working with families around the world, creating resources, running workshops, and leading change? Getting clear on your vision will shape the decisions you make, from training to marketing, to pricing, to childcare, to how many clients you take on at once. Sleep coaching isn't just fulfilling, it's versatile, it's creative, and it can give you the freedom to build a life that actually works for you, rather than trying to squeeze your life around a rigid job. So yes, this is a career with real lasting impact, but it's also a career that can adapt to your season of life, whether you're working around young children, switching from another career, or building something brand new from scratch. This step is about recognizing the scale of the opportunity and giving yourself permission to dream big or small, depending on what fits your life. When it comes to sleep education, not all courses are created equal. Some are short weekend workshops that give you a basic script to follow and send you on your way. Others are more extensive, but still focused primarily on those behavioural strategies. So here's what to look for if you want to build a career that's sustainable, ethical, and deeply impactful. You want a comprehensive, evidence-based curriculum, not just a list of schedules, but in-depth understanding of sleep biology, regulation, feeding, development, mental health, sensory processing, and more. You need a values-aligned approach, one that sees families as whole systems, honours cultural and neurodiversity, and centres emotional well-being, not just sleep metrics. You need business and marketing support, because no matter how amazing you are at supporting families, you need to know how to get found, tell your story, and grow your reach. And you're going to need ongoing support. You want mentorship, community, and access to expertise so you don't feel alone when you hit a tricky case or have a confidence wobble. That's exactly what we offer inside the Holistic Sleep Coaching Program. You'll be supported by an expert faculty covering everything from infant feeding to development and mental health. You'll have lifelong access to materials, ongoing mentorship, a thriving peer community, and support with business and branding. And most importantly, you'll feel confident. You'll have the knowledge, the tools, and the support to back you up. So you're not just helping families sleep more, but helping them feel more connected, more regulated, and more themselves. Even when people want to become a sleep coach, they often hold back because of self-doubt. If that's you, you're not alone. Let's talk about the most common fears I hear and what I'd say to each one. I'm not qualified enough. You might think you need a specific degree or healthcare background to become a sleep coach, but the truth is you don't. What you do need is empathy, commitment, and a willingness to learn. Inside our program, we've trained people from all walks of life: teachers, retail workers, lawyers, midwives, social workers, therapists, and stay-at-home parents. Everyone brings something valuable. What if I can't find clients? This one is huge and valid. Marketing isn't a skill most people are taught. That's why our training doesn't stop at sleep science. We get you to actually build your business too. We help you get visible, define what makes you unique, leverage your individual background and skills to make you stand out, and reach the people who need your help the most. There are millions of potential clients out there, and you only need a few per month to make this work. What if I mess up? You will make mistakes. Everyone does. The families you support don't need perfection. They need someone who listens, learns, and grows. And that's why our program includes mentoring and peer support. You'll never be on your own. Does holistic sleep coaching actually work? This is a big one and such an honest question. You might love the sound of a respectful, attachment-informed approach, But maybe there's a voice in your head saying, sure, it sounds lovely, but does it actually improve sleep? The answer is yes, and we have the experience and research to back that up. Holistic sleep coaching is not just about soothing words and platitudes and good intentions. It's about understanding the real drivers of sleep: biology, regulation, environment, feeding, stress, development, and making practical, responsive adjustments that support the whole family. We don't leave parents to wait it out if that's not what they want. We help them take action that actually moves the needle towards sustainability. The results don't come from a rigid plan or a week of crying alone, but they do come. They're sustainable, tailored, and respectful, and that's exactly why they last. And will I really make a difference? Yes. What feels small to you, a mindset shift, a reframed belief, a moment of reassurance, can be life-changing for a family. You'll help people feel like themselves again. That's the kind of work that matters. Let me tell you about some of our amazing graduates who were once where you are now. Claire had previously trained in a mainstream method but felt it didn't align with her values. Since training with us, her business has grown in a way that allowed her to move to her dream city and spend more time with her family, doing work that feels deeply aligned and meaningful. Prachi was already working in India as a breastfeeding counsellor and sleep consultant. After becoming a holistic sleep coach, she's now able to offer culturally competent support that reflects the realities of Indian families, work that's both needed and impactful. Julia wanted a career that could flex around her young children. Since graduating, her business has taken off. Parents love her compassionate and relatable approach, and Julia says it doesn't feel like work because she loves what she does and how it fits into her life. So, let's recap. If you're dreaming of becoming a sleep coach, here are the 3 moves that will help you move forward with clarity and confidence. Get clear on what's important to you, because your values matter and they should shape how you work. Recognize the scale, flexibility, and impact of this work. Families are waiting for the kind of support you can offer. And choose the right training, one that equips you for both sleep work and business success. If what I've shared today resonates and you want to explore holistic sleep coaching further, we'd love to talk to you. Just click the link below to book a free call with a real human from our team. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone else who might be ready for their next chapter. Bye for now, and I can't wait to see what you create.